Hello guys, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm with a new video with respect to Food Corporation of India daily GK series. So today is the day 2 and I was really very happy and surprised to see the responses from the students and the viewers of the first video that I had uploaded yesterday. And I had got lots of comments in both Telegram and YouTube comments also. So thank you for your support, and yes, I'll keep on adding more and more questions. And today this is the part 2 of yesterday's thing, because in the reverse part is a huge topic and I'm completing it today, and I'll try to complete as many important questions with respect to this topic. And let us see if there are any questions left out. I'll again make a separate video at the end. Okay. And some students requested to explain it in Hindi also, so in between, as per my convenience, I'll add some Hindi information also. Okay. So the first question is, which of the following peninsular rivers is westward flowing? Okay, see, in India there are two types of rivers, that is westwards flowing and eastwards flowing. So you need to know the differences between these two things. So some of them drain to Arabian Sea, whereas some of them drain to Bay of Bengal. Okay, you need to know which are all the rivers that goes towards the west and east, and have this in mind. One logic: see, in India, the thing we see on the map is straight, but the geography of India is such that it is westward tilting. Okay, the peninsular India is westward tilting. So according to that, you can easily guess most of the rivers will go into Arabian Sea, sorry, Bay of Bengal. Okay, there are only some rivers that goes into Arabian Sea. Okay, which are near the Western Ghats and all. So I'll explain you about all these things. So you can see in this question itself, which of the following peninsular rivers. So peninsular is the peninsular rivers are the rivers which are present in the peninsula part of India, that is westward flowing, that is Mahanadi, Godavari, Tapti, Kaveri. So yesterday itself I had explained that Kaveri goes into Tamil Nadu in the Mettur district and drains into Bay of Bengal. So you can eliminate Kaveri. And Mahanadi and Godavari, I'll explain it today also. And these two also drain into Bay of Bengal. So the answer is Tapti. Okay. So remember, Tapti is one of the rivers that goes westwards. Okay. So the next question is, Teesta forms a part of which river, which major river system? So this is very very important. Okay, so this is one of the transboundary river, because it flows in two countries. So one is in India and the second was in Bangladesh. So hence there is a lots of controversies with respect to this Teesta water sharing system, because the West Bengal is the major shareholder, like the major state that gets lots of share from this Teesta river. And the Bangladesh, since it is in the lower level, because the river flows from West Bengal towards Bangladesh. So the since Bangladesh is a low level state, that is lying in the low level, so it depends upon this Teesta river. And it also accuses that West Bengal is using more amount of water, and we are not getting enough amount of water. So these kind of transboundary river problems exists in almost in all the countries. So, and this is one of the classic example. And yesterday I had spoken about Kaveri river also. So this is very important. So please remember, this is with respect to Brahmaputra. So you can easily guess in this itself, because Krishna and Kaveri are both peninsular rivers, whereas Ganga doesn't come near West Bengal and all. So Brahmaputra is the only one which comes near West Bengal. Okay, remember this. Most of the rivers flowing westwards from the Western Ghats do not form delta because, okay, so in the peninsular region and in some parts of Gujarat also, so there are some rivers which goes westwards, and the thing is, they do drain into the Arabian Sea, but the question is, they do not form deltas, because, so first you need to know what is a delta. So delta is nothing but a a land shaped form. Okay, for it will be usually in a triangle or in any other shape. It will be created by the sediments that is carried by the river. So the river carries lots and lots of soil and other particles, and while carrying it and draining it into the sea, a small layer will be formed, a land like formation will happen, and after and above this the vegetation takes place. So this is the example of an delta. So the question is, many of the western flowing westward from the Western Ghats do not form delta because, so I said, in the peninsula, one second, yeah, in the peninsular region, the India is tilted towards the west. That is, the this side, this portion is uplifted, whereas this portion is downlifted. So you can just imagine like how slant it is. Okay, so because of this, the rivers flowing towards the west will do not carry any kind of sediments, or it carries very less kind of sediments as compared to these things. But the east flowing rivers carries lots of sediments like soil, sand, etc., and they will form lots of deltas here. So you would have listened about Kaveri Delta, Godavari Delta, Mahanadi Delta and all. And there are also so many islands near Odisha also, like the Abdul Kalam Island. These are all formed because of these deltas itself. So the answer, you can see the options. There is no vegetation, so this has no relationship with this. And there are no perennial. See, yes, obviously the peninsular rivers are perennial in nature. So I'll explain you what is perennial, but as of now, just listen. Yes, they are perennial in nature, but that is not the correct explanation towards this question. And they are too slow. No, it is not the exact answer. The answer will be of high gradient. So gradient is nothing but height. Okay, if you know the meaning of the gradient, then you could have easily solved this. So I'll explain you what is perennial. So in India, there are two types of rivers mainly. So I'll just draw the map. So this is a small map. Okay, so India is divided into these two parts. So this is the peninsula region, this is the upper region. Okay, so in these are the Himalayan rivers, which are, you know, which are snow fed. So you know, the snow and the glaciers melt and the rivers are originated. So because of this, they will flow yearly throughout the year. Okay, whereas the rivers in the peninsula region is dependent upon the monsoon. So you would have heard the cyclone, monsoon word and all. So if you don't know, just remember monsoon is one of the climatic factor which helps in getting rain in India. Okay, so monsoon is one of the important factor for fulfilling the needs of the rivers in the peninsula region. Okay, so just have this in mind. Perennial is nothing but which flows throughout the year. Not perennial means which depends upon the monsoon, and it flows only in some of the seasons. Okay, so hence the peninsular regional rivers are non-perennial. That is, they do not flow throughout the year. That is depend upon the monsoon, and in the other season the flow will be very less. Okay. Next question is the peninsular region which do not join the Arabian Sea. Yeah, so this is also another important question. So as I said, many of them will be west flowing. So the question is, which of the following peninsular rivers are east flowing? So you have to see Narmada and Tapi, Narmada, Kaveri, Godavari and Krishna, Tapi and Kaveri. See, Narmada is a west flowing river. Tapi is also west flowing river. You can eliminate A, and again you can eliminate B, and again you can eliminate D. So the answer is Godavari and Krishna. So you may get confused by looking at Kaveri and all, but you also need to see the other option also. Okay. The Siachen Glacier melting waters are the main source of which of the following rivers? So you know, Siachen Glacier, this was the place of conflict between India and Pakistan. Okay, so this is also a glacier, and the snow and the glaciers melt here and forms a river. So we need to answer which of the following is the river that is originated from this. So answer is Nubra. Okay. So you may eliminate Bias and Satluj, but Shyok is also in Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh itself, so you may get confused. So please remember it is Nubra. The point of origin of Indus River. See, Indus River is one of the important river, and we need to know the point of origin, where it originates. It is in which mountain range. Okay, so you need to also know the country which it originates. Okay, let us discuss about all these things. So just I'll draw a map again. Okay, this is the upper portion of India. So there is somewhere a place called as Manasa Sarovar Lake. Okay, in Tibet. Okay, this is the place of origin for Indus River. So it enters through the Ladakh region. So you know, this region has been recently, it was converted into UT. This is Ladakh, and this is Jammu and Kashmir. So it enters in the Ladakh region, called a place called Leh. So everyone will be knowing Leh, and it enters Jammu Kashmir, and then it enters into Pakistan. Okay, so now the question is the point of origin. So it is Mount Kailash. It is also called as Kailash Parbat, Manasa Sarovar Lake, etc. So you have to remember all these names. Which among the following rivers has the largest catchment area? See, the difference between catchment area and length is, so length is nothing but the length of the river which flows from its originating point towards the end point. Whereas the catchment area is nothing but the rivers usually flows in many directions, in many shapes and all. So the area which it covers throughout its flow from the starting point to the last point is nothing but the catchment area. So we have to say which of the following here in these options has the largest catchment area. So the answer here is Krishna river. Okay, even though the length is less as compared to other major rivers in these options, the Krishna river's catchment area is very high. Okay, so I added some extra information also. Yeah, Krishna river has the largest catchment area. It is the fourth largest river in India after Ganga, Godavari and Narmada. Okay, remember the order also: Ganga, Godavari, Narmada. And you may ask, like, what about Indus and Brahmaputra? So those are the rivers which is transboundary in nature. It originates in Tibet and ends in Pakistan, like this, and Brahmaputra originates in Tibet and ends in Bangladesh. But these are the rivers which originates and ends in India itself. So you have to remember these three things. Which river flows between Satpura and Vindhya ranges? So if you take the part of Gujarat, so there is Satpura, Vindhya and Satpura. Okay, there are two important rivers, that is Narmada and Tapi, which flows between these mountains, and it is westward flowing. Okay, so remember this also. It goes into Arabian Sea, not towards the Bay of Bengal. So I want the exact location of these two rivers, Narmada and Tapi. Now you would have already eliminated Godavari and Gandak. So there are two only, Narmada and Tapi. So which of the following river flows between Satpura and Vindhya? So the answer is Narmada. Okay, so Narmada is the one that flows between, whereas Tapi is the one which flows near Satpura ranges. Okay, I have added a map at the end also. You can clarify your doubts by looking into the map. Yeah, so I'll zoom it a bit. Yeah, you can see Narmada and Tapi. Okay, so by visualizing and looking into the maps, it will be very much easier for you. I'll explain you all the rivers, don't worry. So you can see this is Narmada and Tapi, and here one mountain range is there, and here one mountain range is there. So between these two, the Narmada flows, and with the lower mountain range, the Tapi flows. Okay, towards the west side. So let us revise everything now itself. You can see Kaveri. It originates in Karnataka in Madikeri district and goes to Tamil Nadu. Okay, and Krishna. So Krishna is one of the largest river. It starts in Maharashtra and goes into Bay of Bengal. And again you can see Godavari. It also starts in Maharashtra and goes near Puducherry and all. Okay, and you can see other important rivers. Bhima. Okay, Bhima is a tributary of Krishna. So you can see this is the map of Karnataka border. So these two rivers goes here. Whereas and remember one thing, Godavari does not touches Karnataka. Just a small tributaries may be inside Karnataka, but there may also be questions with respect to states also. So you can see the white borders with respect to states. Okay, and you can see Sabarmati, Mahi. These are all west flowing. Narmada, Tapi. Okay. And next one is Indravati. This is also very important. Indravati is a tributary of Godavari. So tributary is nothing but a small river joins the large river. Okay, and Ganga, you can see Yamuna joins Ganga, Chambal joins Ganga, Betwa joins Ganga, Banas joins Ganga, Son joins Ganga. So these are the important tributaries of Ganga. You need to know all these things also. And these are from downward side. From Nepal side, there are many like Gagra, Gandak, okay, Kosi. So you have to remember all these things. And in Brahmaputra, I have already explained you. And you can see this is the Teesta river. This was the second question of today's session, I guess. Okay, remember Teesta river also. And in the northern part, yeah, Indus. You can see Indus entering into Ladakh region. This is a place where Manas Sarovar lake is present. Okay, and Jhelum is one of the rivers which is a major river of Jammu and Kashmir, and it is also a tributary of Indus. And Ravi, Bias, Satluj. Please remember all these things by looking into the map carefully, and just visualize like where these rivers flows in your mind. It will be very useful in the exam. Okay, so I guess I have completed all the important information questions with respect to rivers, and if anything is left out, don't worry, I'll make a separate video. From tomorrow, let us take a new topic. Okay, and if you like the video, please like it, and you can also share your views in the comment section. That's all for today. Thank you.